Working his socks off up front, defensively, Benicophobe.
He paid more than £10 million to sign him from Wolves a little over a year ago. He's got just the 3 goals in the Premier League this season, Phobe. You could make the case that when Bournemouth have spent the big money, 15 million on Jordan Ibe, those signings haven't really come off. Sermon now with some defensive work in front of his back four does well, and Arter has to shield the ball from Rooney. Finds Daniels on this near side. Bournemouth again trying to pass their way out from the back, trailing 1-0. Rooney trying to put some pressure on with a bit of help from Martial on that far side. Sermon took it in a tight spot there and goes back to his goalkeeper, who slices the clearance immediately. And Pogba battling with Fraser on the far side, and Fraser was just about strong enough to hold Pogba off and wins the free kick.
Well, he's a little guy. That low centre of gravity is what's done Pogba. He's trying to reach round him and he just can't. It's one of them, you just let him have the ball and then react to what he does. But it's been such a good half so far. I have to say, I really don't want it to stop. It's been fantastic.
Bournemouth fans are getting a cheer going because their team's got themselves a free kick. I haven't really been conscious of the referee favouring Manchester United in decision making. That what calls have gone against Bournemouth because they've committed fouls.
Exactly.
I think.
Not at all. There's none of that for me.
No.
Not been involved at all. Been a really good, well refereed half so far.
As things stand, Bournemouth heading for a 5th consecutive Premier League defeat. A long way to go, I know, but that's the pattern of the game. No question about it. Now, referee wants a word with Ibrahimovic. What's been going on here off the ball? Ibrahimovic and Mings are not comparable in age or experience, but certainly in tattoos by the looks of things.
2 big guys too.
Yeah, they are. And in gym work, I would imagine it would be competitive. Ibrahimovic has got the old raised eyebrows going at referee Kevin Friend, who himself, I have to say, is a well-built fellow.
Yeah, he's not small. Yeah, I think you could see it. Yeah,
what's going on here?
Yeah,
there's a replay off the ball.
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic with a kind of jiu-jitsu manoeuvre on Mings.
What Mings is holding him and blocking his path. You can block his path but not hold him, and that's what he's done, Mings, and that's probably why he's got frustrated, Ibrahimovic.
Uchimata to Ibrahimovic, but no goals to him yet. It's 1-0 Man United. Neither player got a yellow card, by the way, in the aftermath of that. And we're back playing now. Here is Harry Arter. Forward to Pugh on this near side. The Bournemouth left. Bournemouth in the blue today. Neat ball from Sermon into a Phobe, who's found Pugh. Tight angle. Back inside, he's fouled. Penalty Bournemouth. Phil Jones took him down. Really smart play by Mark Pugh. Checked back inside, and Jones's momentum clean Pugh out. Bournemouth penalty.
Well, it's wonderful play. It's a definite penalty. I don't know what Jones is doing. Wonderful play. He's gone at it with his wrong foot, Jones, and then it's a terrible error. But the way that they got there, very good 1 and 2 touch play that cut Manchester United open, and it's a great opportunity, and they have to take their chance now. They have to take their chance. Josh King, a product of the Manchester United Academy, has the chance to equalise at Old Trafford for Bournemouth in front of the Stretford end. Ibrahimovic yellow carded for a protest in the meantime. It's all delaying this penalty for King, who must be nervous. Makes it difficult, I say. Often these are missed just because of the delay. Refs taking too long. Big moment for Josh King of Bournemouth, but he still scores high above David De Gea. And the old academy boy comes back to equalise for Bournemouth at Old Trafford. And amazingly, it's Manchester United 1, Bournemouth 1. And you cannot say they don't deserve it. You can't. They've taken a pounding. But what they've never given up on is the confidence they have to go and attack and go and play. The way they created that penalty out of nothing. 1 and 2 touch play that cut Man United open. Great ball from a Phobe. And it's a definite penalty without a doubt. Poor defending. Lovely cutback, I've got to say. And down he goes. Wonderful skill, and you know what? This has just been a fantastic 40 minutes of football. It really has.
Well, it certainly has that. just looking at the slow motion replay of the challenge by Jones on Pugh, he doesn't take him out quite as cleanly as we thought on first viewing.
No.
Was there still enough contact to knock him down?
It's a penalty for me, because he's gone at it with his wrong foot, and he's caught him. And that's that for me.
And Jones, as Jones does, going to ground.
Yeah. Under pressure, he's not the greatest defender. He's not the most composed, as far as I'm concerned. He gambles far too often, and that has cost him and cost his team today.
But as you said, Paul Mortimer, it was the quality of the Bournemouth passing that got Pugh into such a good position. And now here's King again. Well, Jones had just lost it to King, and he was for a second running in towards goal, but Rocco got a good block in for Manchester United, and Josh King very nearly there had an unbelievable 60 seconds.
Well, Jones seems to have just lost a little bit of composure and focus, because he's let the ball bounce as it's come to him instead of taking it out of the air, and Josh King's just brushed him off, and he's got another defender to beat. Rojo's stood up and defended properly. Man United have just gone off the boil a little bit. It's shocked them a little bit, I've got to say. Don't think they expected this, but this has given Bournemouth something to cling on to. Listen, this is where we're going to play. It's going to cost us goals sometimes. Don't worry about it, because this is how I want us to play, because in the long run we will be successful. That's what he's saying. And they've not won in 5, but that's what he's saying. The players believe it. You can see they believe it, because today it seems to have bore through. So far.
Not 1 in 8 in League and Cup. New Year's Eve was the last Premier League victory. Well, Ibrahimovic's curler there, it was going well wide. Uncertain when he struck it whether he was thinking about a cross or a shot, but Boruc came flying out and just whacked it away.
He's lost his bearings, hasn't he, the goalkeeper? You can see that.
Yeah. Ibrahimovic, not a central figure today. He's been involved in one contretemps with Tyrone Mings. He's got himself a yellow card, the striker. But in terms of his forward play, hasn't been integral for Manchester United just yet. But then on the occasions we've said that this season, I'm quite sure he's popped up with a goal.
See, he can be anonymous for 90 minutes, and then in the 91st minute he'll pop up with something, because that's what he is.
Rooney now, and Rooney tackled by Mings very aggressively on the edge of the penalty box, and that was one of those where you wonder if he didn't get the ball, was he too aggressive anyway? Pogba's ball forward, Rooney's in here,
a great save,
and Boruc at the near post puts it behind.
Wow,
lifted over the top of the defence.
Wow,
and he took it on the half volley, Rooney.
Wow, I mean Rooney's tackle, as Rooney fell over, he clattered Ibrahimovic, so he was down, but
short corner into Mata. Rooney's got it again on the left-hand side, a high ball in. Ibrahimovic jumps, it's too high even for him. And Mings has gone down after the challenge, holding his head. And I wonder if the referee has seen
if he sees it, he's in a bit of trouble.
Ibrahimovic will be off.
If he sees it
already. Ibrahimovic is holding his head too. The referee is calling Ibrahimovic towards him.
If he sees
this has got the hallmarks of a red card for Zlatan.
If he sees it, he's in a bit of trouble. I don't know if they clashed heads. It may well be that they've clashed heads, I don't know. But if the ref has seen anything, then Ibrahimovic could be in a bit of trouble. Well, Sermon's been booked.
Sermon's already been booked. So
who did he book then?
He just seemed to book Sermon. And he's speaking to Stephen Cook, Sermon. He's saying, I've had one already. The referee has just booked Andrew Sermon. He should send him off. He's now had 2 yellow cards.
Well, I'm sure one of his officials
brandished a yellow card just into Sermon's face. Sermon is still going to talk to the referee. Well, either way, the Ibrahimovic-Mings thing has not yet been sorted out. Ibrahimovic is certainly trying to make it clear that it was a clash of heads, but we don't know that yet. We haven't seen a replay. Andrew Sermon of Bournemouth has had a yellow card, which to our view clearly is his second.
Yeah.
But the referee has book, and he's going to deliver the red card not to Ibrahimovic but to Sermon for a second yellow card. Well,
this is incredible.
He still hasn't done it yet, but that I think is what he's being told. He's not booking Ibrahimovic. He's going to try and find Sermon. He's going to say, you've got to go. What an extraordinary passage this is.
So the Ibrahimovic thing has, because that was the catalyst for Sermon.
Well, there was a big tackle by Mings on Rooney way back in the build-up, Mings caught Ibrahimovic with his boot on the way down. Now, as we look at the replay, Ibrahimovic has elbowed Mings in the face.
Well, what you do know is
deliberate revenge.
Is retrospectively something will happen there. There's absolutely in my mind. At the very least, that's a yellow card. Simple as that.
I mean, the referee has talked to him, but he can't have seen what we've seen, which means that retrospective action.
Someone must have seen it.
Well,
they can't have done.
They can't have done.
Well, what was the conversation about then?
The conversation is, I know you're up to something, but I don't know what.
You see, it's because that was the catalyst for Sermon getting sent off for me.
He's going to go and score, now. Well, he's set up Rooney, who is offside, and we've now put time at the end of the 1. Bournemouth have 10 men, and Ibrahimovic is still on the field. We're looking at the replay now of Mings putting his foot onto Ibrahimovic's head.
I don't think that's deliberate. I genuinely don't. I don't think he's took a good look and done it. I really don't. I look at that and I can't see it.
But the elbow is a proper swing of the elbow into the face of an opponent.
How he doesn't see that is beyond me. Because for me, it's why have you stopped the game and spent time talking to him? Why? To say, I think something happened, don't do it again. That's ridiculous. It really is.
He needs the book throwing at him for that, Ibrahimovic, I'm afraid. The game is underway, and Adam Smith with a good interception for Bournemouth. We played 4 minutes of added on time. They showed 3 initially, but the whole chaos of the sending off and the non-dismissal means we are into uncharted territory, and we're not quite sure how many more seconds there are to play. Bournemouth have the ball, and we'll be glad, I'm sure, to go in at 1-1, but, there are other questions, as you are well aware now.
And it's ruined what has been a fantastic game. It really has been a really good game.
Here's Pogba. Pogba running with Ibrahimovic to his left-hand side. Plays him in. Ibrahimovic with the chance. The block by the defender, and then it's cleared away by Daniels. Big chance for Ibrahimovic to score and rub Bournemouth's faces right in it at the end of the first half. Smith is fouled, though, by Shaw on the far side. The referee will say, okay, that's enough. End of the first half. After 50 minutes of action of one sort or another all the way through. We will pick the bones out of it shortly, but there has been an awful lot to talk about. Chances at both ends are plenty. Half-time score with Bournemouth down to 10 men is Manchester United 1, Bournemouth 1, and you are listening to Premier League Live with TalkSport.